Championship Saturday here on SoCalCollegeSports.com, 2019 edition, 3C2A men's volleyball. Mike Zepeda, Jeff Stoynoff with you. And Jeffrey, the 1 and 2 seed go down on Thursday. High drama, undefeated OCC, 22-0 coming in, dispatched by the 4 seed. Shades of last year, what we saw. Long Beach, now in the final this year, came in undefeated versus LA Pierce. LA Pierce ends up winning it. Might we see that tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think if there's one thing that was proven on Thursday, it's we don't know what's going to happen today. It's a fascinating matchup, and obviously we'll get more into that as it goes. But both teams have a very interesting challenge. They have to quickly regain the incredibly high level that they played at Thursday. Irvine Valley, you finally slay the Dragon after 2 losses to Orange Coast. You have that victory that's got to be so satisfying, but you got another big challenge in front of you now. Long Beach just played phenomenal. They've got to regain.
Step away for the national anthem. Come back shortly for you here on SoCal College Sports. Back here from the Hornets' Nest on the campus of Fullerton College, IVC, the 4 seed, and the 3 seed Long Beach City will duke it out here on Championship Saturday. And Jeffrey, the matchup really here to watch, Dimitri Gossett, and it's going to be Cal Anima. Anima, a shout out to the family watching from
Ripon,
California. I almost said Ripken. Wrong sport.
Right. Yeah, a big following, and obviously a lot to be proud of and a lot to be excited about, as we talked about at length on Thursday. It was the Kyle Anima show in a lot of ways, especially highlighted by a spectacular 13-point run on serve, an almost unheard of type of run to go along with a spectacular effort in terms of kills, of course, but also on the back line with a lot of digs. It was a sensational effort, but they'll have their hands full. I think for Irvine Valley as well, Dimitri Gossett, a spectacular athlete, had a strong effort, but I think that IVC also succeeded through Jimmy Wilson and an ability to add some variety. A lot of guys stepping up at different times. Good middle attack with Belsby and Maroki, but also on the outside, Declan Holder had a very quiet but very efficient outing. So it's going to be a lot on Jimmy Wilson here and setting up opportunities and a variety of attack to go against a very, very talented Long Beach City College squad.
Starting 4 Long Beach at setter, it's going to be Joseph Rocha, Carlos Hernandez, Kyle Anima, Daniel Lazada, Uriel Batista, Miller Davison, the libero Anthony Wong. For IVC, outside hitter Sean Carroll, Dimitri Gossett, Jimmy Wilson, Declan Holder, middle blocker Grant Maroki, Tristan Belsby, and their libero Red Ramos. Head coach for Irvine Valley, Ryan Windish, and of course Jonathan Charette. We're missing an E there, but I think that's our graphic program cutting that off, and we're about set and ready to go here on Championship Saturday in the 3C2A.
And how about Ryan Windish in his first season here, trying to go back-to-back Orange Coast and Long Beach City College to take home a championship in your very first season? That would be quite the auspicious beginning.
About set and ready to go here from Fullerton. Spread the word, everybody. www.socalcollegesports.com. Also broadcasting live. You see the banner there in the background. www.CCCAAsports.org. Live stats, I believe, are being implemented. We go back to the match versus El Camino for Long Beach City. Kyle Anima 17 kills in the match. He hit almost 400, 394 to be exact. 4 service aces on the night. And he had one for the ages in the semis.
While we're talking about Anima and the spectacular performance, how about the fact that 6 different players for Long Beach attacked at a percentage of 394 or higher? That is incredible efficiency, and it's how they were able to really quickly dispatch a team as good as El Camino. And that's something that might be easy to overlook, but that's the number 2 seed. And Long Beach won it in straight sets and really weren't threatened from the outset.
Yeah, Gossett almost matching Anima's number. He had 16 kills in the match, but little less efficiency hitting the ball on Thursday for IVC. But as you said, they slayed the dragon. Orange Coast goes down, and we will have a new champion here in 2019. We'd love to hear from you on Twitter as well, at SoCal College SPO. Feel free to tweet out, positive or negative. I guess any news is good news on the Twitter front.
Yeah, it's the world of social media, I guess.
Trying to start our Instagram following, but, you know, baby steps. Baby steps. Jimmy Wilson will start things off. Had a nice conversation with his father, Willie Wilson, before the match. And here we go. Wilson gets one over. Good pass on the first one. Hernandez shanks the hit, and that one's out. Irvine Valley strikes first blood.
Yeah, they try to slide Hernandez outside and a little mistime, and that one sails long, so a good start for the Lasers.
Emery Johnson, our director tonight, among other hats. Wilson with serve number 2. Another nice pass here. Setter dump. And we saw Joseph Rocha go to that perfectly timed on Thursday. That one right there catches everybody off guard, and IVC gives up the first point of the match. You see the replay there. Rocha picks a pretty good time to go to it.
Yeah, it goes to it right away, and you wonder how much of that was maybe some scouting.
Agreed.
On Friday, getting ready for this one.
Nice pass set up the middle. Belsby. Well, you get good passing, you're going to get nice quick sets.
Belsby incredibly efficient on Thursday with an attack percentage, kill percentage up at 6.92, and seemingly whenever they needed a big point, it was Belsby coming up with a play.
Carroll also with a big match the other day. He's serving it up, back row attack. Here's Gossett going angle, but it's out.
And no touch. And Gossett, as was talked about on Thursday, the good fastball, but can be a little wild.
Well, he was 162 on the day, did have 16 kills, but also double-digit errors. He had 10 of them on 37 attempts. So he'll have to find some more efficiency. It's 2-all. Anima with a good serve. That one tapped over off of the head of Holder from the far side.
Yeah, it looked like a joust ball, and Holder gets there a little bit late. This will be the first look at Anima's serve here tonight for Irvine Valley.
Yeah, he had a pretty good first serve, but that was passed very well. Remember, it was a 13-point service run. Belsby hangs up off the one-handed serve from Wilson. Miller Davis will get this over. Back set, Holder off of the high hands. We're going to have a net violation, going to go against Long Beach. We're knotted up at 3-0. I think this is going to go against Batista. Indeed.
That's unfortunate for Long Beach, as Holder didn't really get a lot on that attack.
Big hit off of the block, but not down from Davis. They'll go to Gossett. He'll get a swing on it. Off the side of the hand. That one in the middle. Hernandez with a crush ball.
Didn't miss that time.
No, he
Hernandez
did not.
Back in the comfortable middle for him, and no way Ramos could deal with that one.
So Kyler Tafuga puts that one into the net. Gossett back to the service line. Now Gossett, a player much like Kyle Anima, you have to be wary of where he is on the court at all times. He has a monster fastball of a serve. If he can get it in, and he can also execute on the bic. Well, the problem on the serve is you got to get it in. But you know, we talked about with Coach Ryan Windish on Thursday, don't expect that service game to take anything off. We see the serve go long here and just not enough topspin on that ball, but Gossett can get that serve going. Watch out. 5-4, the lead back to Long Beach. Carroll with a nice pass. Back set. They go to the Bic right away. Gossett into the twine.
Well, that's a play that they're comfortable with. Gossett coming from the back row, but a bit of a miss hit and sends that one into the net.
So 2-point lead now. Holder didn't really have a good base there on the pass. That's one of those, like in football, you have to receive the pass before you turn it upfield. That time he was moving before he passed it, and Holder just shanked it. 7-4 Long Beach early. Maroki off of the block. Davis right there to cover. Rocha. Oh, that's a lift. Either way, the point's going to go to IVC.
Yeah, Anima appeared to be somewhat handcuffed by that ball. Had a pretty good beat on it.
Lead cut to 2 for Long Beach. Holder back to serve for the Lasers. That one hits the twine, and it's a service ace for Declan Holder.
Well, this has been a staple for Irvine Valley so far this weekend. When they've needed a run, needed a couple of big points, they've come up with it. Just
Big
trailing
serve.
by 3 minutes ago.
Davis, not his best pass. Set up in the middle. Set up outside. Carroll blocking over there late. There's a touch on it, and it's a kill for Sean Carroll. And Carroll did a great job of tooling the block on Thursday en route to a 10-kill performance versus the top team in the state, 7-0.
Yeah, moments ago it was 7-4. Irvine Valley in a bit of a hole, but they've come up with 3 straight till that.
And Holder puts that one into the net, 8-7. Long Beach now back with the lead.
Yeah, we saw this a couple of times on Thursday as well. Some struggles at the service line. Never seemed to get in the head of the Lasers, so expect that they're going to expect that a little bit.
Davis, jump float off of the top of the twine. Red Ramos covered it pretty well. Maroki gets it over. Anima, angle, Carroll gets it up. It's a great up there from Sean Carroll. Carroll with a quick step close, gets it over, bit of a roll shot. Rocha, back set, it's the Bic, it's Miller Davis. No touch, and it's out.
It's a good read. Davis tried for the line and missed.
Just wide. That's a great shot of it. Maroki serving at 8-all. Set 1. Championship Saturday in the 3C2A for men's volleyball. Anima blocked over and down. It's Wilson and Belsby with the roof. They get there in a hurry. Tough double block, and Belsby blocks that one into the court of play. IVC with their first lead since 2-1. Maroki takes a little bit off of it, finds Anima. Good set in the middle. Lozada can't get that one down. Outside, Carroll out. Maroki will come off. In comes Red Ramos. Lozada back to serve. That one into the net. So service errors plaguing Long Beach City here early. We talked about the storylines coming in. Last year it was Long Beach City who came into the Final Four. Undefeated. They went down at the hands of L.A. Pierce. Shout out to Lance Skywalker, we like to call him. Former coach at L.A. Pierce. Dimitri Gossett gets a good swing on it. Wong tries to get it up. Free ball coming here for IVC. Can they do something with it? Quick set. Belsby touch? No.
Well, this is a good adjustment. You expect a major matchup like this, a championship on the line. The teams have come out keyed up, and we've seen a few no touches early, leading to some errors on both sides. Rocha will serve. Carroll has that one sent back.
Hernandez back into the front row, making his presence felt. Double block there with Anima. Long Beach back with the lead here at 11-10. Quick set in the middle. Belsby has to adjust. That's great coverage from Rocha. Anima off to the bump set from Tafuga. Belsby, joust ball. Ramos right there. Gossett looking for the hardwood. Rocha bumps it up. Outside, Batista from Tafuga through the block and down on the IVC side.
Boy, great effort on both sides. Ramos with a couple of tremendous digs to keep that point alive. And Beach goes to Batista, to my memory, for the first time tonight. And Batista very efficient on the attack from that far side on Thursday.
8 of 13, good for 462 the other night. Very efficient. First kill of the match gives Long Beach a 2-point lead. Rocha from the service line. Great pass from Carroll. Outside, Gossett rises up. And Miller Davis, nothing doing there. Batista keeps it in. No, this is going to be out. Goes past the antenna on the other side. Great call there.
Yeah, I love the effort, but Batista's about 5 feet past the antenna. Not the hardest call.
Well, it's a legal play if you can get it on your side of the antenna, but once you cross the antenna before crossing the net, right, then it's out. Quick back set, Hernandez crushes it down.
Good quick set in the middle for Hernandez.
We'll have a great shot of it here. Just the action. That's a great pass from Lozada out of the back row to set up Hernandez. Really nothing you can do about that one. 13-11. Long Beach up 2.
Now it's Anima back on serve.
Handled well by Ramos. Holder blocked over off of Belsby's head and down. I think if he lets that go, Wilson's right there. It might have been a free ball, but it would have kept action alive. Instead, the point will go to the Vikings. And I see a point here from Long Beach. You're likely going to see a timeout from IVC. Tough serve. That's a great bump set. Holder gets a good swing on it. Anima, possible free ball coming for IVC. Belsby, Wilson, back set, the Bick. Gossett blocked out off of the block.
Boy, Hernandez so very close on that one. But that's just a case of Gossett really ripping it. Able to just tool the block.
Holder comes off limping.
No, they gave that to Long Beach. Holder's got a 15-11. I thought that was down.
Emery, can we see that one more time? Replay 14 there for me. See that from this camera here. Holder goes off. He was hurt on the play. You see him here. And then we'll get back to live action momentarily. Batista high up. We're going to have an illegal touch. See if we can go back to it. Go back here. Off of the block and down. That is out.
Yeah, they changed the scoreboard. They changed it. They had it initially 15-11, which I thought was strange, but they changed it, and now it's 14-13 back.
Right. So we got everything sorted out. It's a great pass from Anima. Davis roofed over. Gets it over. Still alive. Back set. Bick. Gossett has that one blocked. Far side. That's Wise. And Wise gets a kill. Now remember, Max Wise, a service specialist, freshman from Aliso Niguel, does not play regularly in the front row, but with the injury to Declan Holder, that could be a huge injury for IVC. Yeah, the freshman stepping up. 14 all. We're in set 1, 2019 3C2A men's volleyball final. Batista.
Able to rip it through the double team with Maroki and Wise. And Batista bringing the power.
Bump set here from Carroll. That'll set up Gossett, and Gossett shanks that one out. Big 2-point run for Long Beach. 16-14 now. Pretty much a back and forth affair here in set 1, Stoynoff.
Yeah, Thursday IVC did more to get Gossett going early. They've been going away from him more in this first set tonight.
Good swing there from Wise. And I wonder if that's in. I wonder if we can see that on 2. We're going to have a pretty good look at it. That is a close call as Wise rises up. Uses all of the court. That's a great call right on top of it.
Wise still perfect. 3 kills on 3 attacks for the weekend.
Gossett, second service error of the set.
And I think right now Gossett's making that a little too easy for Long Beach. He is really rearing back and firing, but that's going a few feet long. And the Vikings, not much of a decision there to really let that one go.
He needs to get on top of the ball, put some top spin on it. Wong will serve it up here for Long Beach. Nice pass from Wise. Back set, they'll go to Gossett with the kill. Drops the anvil from the back row.
That's good recognition. I said before that Gossett not getting as many looks in this first set as on Thursday, and it's a rhythm thing. See if they go to Dimitri Gossett a few times in a row here, see if they can get him into this match.
17-16 now. IVC down by a point. Wise into the net. Sometimes when you come in and it's not your regular forte here, you're usually used to serving, just serving. Now you're playing, maybe your legs becoming a factor from the service line. And this is a big stage, so maybe jitter's also a bit of an issue here for Wise. You expect him to shore that up. Back to a 2-point lead for Long Beach. Miller Davis serving. Ramos, not his best serve. Carroll, good swing. Nice pass from Miller Davis. Anima blocked over, but can't keep it in is Maroki. The point will go to LBCC.
Meanwhile, Anima has been used somewhat sparingly as well, and now he can function as something of a closer. You bring him in here late in the first set. See if they go to Anima down the stretch here to try and bring this one home.
3-point lead, timeout on the floor. Back in a moment. Bit of a run here for Long Beach City, up by 3 towards the end of set 1. Miller Davis into the net. Cooler timeout on the serve of Miller Davis. We'll give the ball back to IVC, now trailing by 2. Maroki will serve things up. Maroki did have an ace versus Orange Coast.
Showed a good heavy serve on Thursday, particularly early.
I'm just going to say that. Pretty good serve there. Great pass from Tafuga. Rocha with the setter dump. Belsby nearly touched it on the other side. Lozada blocked back over. Nice coverage by Wong. Near side, Anima takes a little bit off of it, tools the block, and it's out. The point to Long Beach. Long Beach the first to 20.
That's just a good, smart play by Anima, switching up the speed. Watch the Lasers have this pretty well defended, but a little bit off speed, off the block, and falls.
Changes the whole blocking scheme. Lozada gets that one over. Nice pass from Carroll. Setter dump from Wilson.
Well, we saw Wilson do that on Thursday. Perfect timing.
Tit for tat with Rocha.
Wong almost read it. Just a little bit of a late break.
That's just a great job of placement by Jimmy Wilson.
Yeah, it had to be that good for it to get it done for Jimmy Wilson.
Cuts it to 2. Wilson now serving, shanks it. Gossett back in. He'll come on for Luke Davis.
And this is a strong offensive unit on the front line for Long Beach with Anima, Hernandez, and Batista. So a lot of options here. You got Miller Davis in the back row.
Training staff tending to Declan Holder. Don't know if we'll see him again. I'll have an update for you at the middle of the set, or at the end of the set rather. Batista off the back set, dug up by Wilson. Bump set over to Gossett. Gossett rises up, takes a little off of it. Anima right there. Hernandez, dug out by Ramos. Back set to Carroll. Carroll finding the high hands. That's a great job again, tooling the block, Sean Carroll.
You know, Carroll is one of those cagey frontline players, a little more off speed compared to some of the guys like Batista or Gossett. Not as much fastball, but just as effective.
Great job there, Emery Johnson, running the broadcast cockpit here at the Hornets' Nest. Quick set, Hernandez not ready for it. A little bit off there from Rocha.
Yeah, it was
and a timeout called here for Long Beach.
It was a quick set, but it was awfully high. I think he just overshot Hernandez with the set.
Hernandez just needed to be a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan, and he would have had it. See the whiff, and the lead cut to 1. Timeout on the floor. Sean Carroll serving into a 1-point deficit, gets that one across. Anima, it's out, or is that in?
I think they're going to say that off the block.
Well, we're going to have
because I think it was wide.
We're going to have a pretty good look of it here on 4. No touch, and the ball is in.
Oh, that's in.
That's
wow.
in.
Wow. A bit of a curveball from Kyle Anima there.
It's an unbelievable swing.
Can you do like a backdoor spike?
It's exactly what
like
he did.
Like a slider.
The tape takes a little speed off of the serve from Anima.
Davis and Rocha, miscommunication on that one, and Belsby comes up with a big point again for Irvine Valley College.
22-21. Luke Davis back in. Come on for Gossett, give him a breather. Red Ramos. The Lasers trailing by 1. Good serve, great pass. Batista on top of the block, not down. Wise right there. Wilson sets up back row. Carroll with the swing. Anima digs it out. Back set, Batista!
That is big time from Batista. Terrific back row play from Anima with a couple of digs. And eventually you get it to Batista, who finishes the job.
Look at the placement of that set. Batista hammers it home. 23-21. Timeout, IVC. Long Beach 2 points away from taking set 1. It's championship Saturday in the 3C2A for men's volleyball, 2019 edition. Carroll overpass, net violation on Wilson. Set point now for Long Beach.
Starts with trouble on the pass. And Wilson into the net, going after the joust ball.
To Fuga, quick set, Maroki coming after us. Off the deflection.
I'm not worried. You got good hands up here.
Gossett now serving, and Coach Jonathan Charette not going to play around. He's going to take an immediate timeout, try to disrupt the rhythm, not allow Gossett to get into it. Maybe make him think about it a little bit more. He has 2 service errors this set, 24-22. Timeout, Vikings. George Matagakis in the building. Tournament director of all championships in the 3C2A. Always nice to see George down from Sacramento. He was in attendance this morning. Great serve. That's a great pass from Miller Davis. Batista set 1 in the books. It goes to the Vikings.
Batista, the closer, finishes it off.
Finishes it with the hand of God. Look at this hit and the swing. Money. 25-22. Set 2 coming at you here on SoCal College Sports when we come back. Set number 2 about to get underway here. Set 1, 25-22, goes to the Vikings. The 3 seed here in the Final Four versus the 4 seed Irvine Valley. Again, dispatching Orange Coast, coming in undefeated They go down to the lowest seed in the tournament. Stoyanov from the sideline, what do you got?
Well, I asked Ryan Windisch for his assessment of the first set, and his first thought was, hey, if we can play the way that we played and we're within 3, I'm feeling pretty good. Main thing is just to settle the guys down. This is just another volleyball match. Don't back down. Keep on getting after it. Meanwhile, for Long Beach, a lot of focus on serve strategy to set up the attack. That's what they felt went well in set 1. Want to keep with that into set 2.
Back set, Anima, too good.
Tied at 1 early in set 2. Front line of Belsby and Gossett along with Carroll for Irvine Valley as they receive from Anima. Belsby has that one partially blocked. Back to Batista, no touch, and that one sails long, and the Lasers, Michael, need to make an adjustment against Uriel Batista, who was outstanding in set 1.
Thought they handled Anima pretty good, especially the serve. Anima's serve not as much of a factor as it was versus El Camino, but now the adjustment versus other players needs to be made. You're exactly right.
Quick set looking for Hernandez, and Hernandez, after a shaky start on his first attack, Michael, was very good in set number 1.
Terrific transition attack there from Long Beach City, speeding things up.
Tied at 2, and Tafuga will serve. The floater. Back set, and Carroll denied. They'll go back to Anima from the back row. Think here, Michael.
Right in your living room.
Double in the gap for Anima.
That's a great job by Rocha mixing things up.
Wilson across looking for Wise, and Wise tools the block to tie it at 3.
Tools it and finds the window.
Maroki checks in for Belsby. Red Ramos will serve. We're tied at 3.
Really, it was the tape that told it. Gets it under the arm of Batista for the kill. Lozada.
Lozada, and again a quick set in the middle after a good pass by Anima. And Mike, I continue to be impressed with Anima's play in the back row.
Yeah, his passing ability has been spot on here thus far for the Vikings. Struggled a little bit on Thursday, but really his all-around game was tremendous.
Back set looking for Gossett, and Wong able to keep it alive. Here come the Lasers, bump set. Wise has that one blocked.
Great up.
Back to Wise, rolls one to the back row.
The
Bick with Anima. Another kill for Kyle Anima, and it's 5-3 Long Beach.
Rippin going nuts. With good reason.
Trouble on the pass, but the Lasers catch a break.
Yeah,
Davis misfires on the one-timer, and it's 5-4.
Not really ready for it, didn't really time it very well.
And now Gossett will serve.
That one into the net. Got a pretty good view of it too on that camera. John Gotti, our cameraman this evening, at that angle.
Back to a 2-point lead for Long Beach. They took set number 1. Wise with some trouble on the pass. Rolls it over. Davis now. And they go back to Anima off the block. Wilson looking for Gossett, flying in.
Goes after
and
the
he
bench.
sent that one long. No touch. 7-4 Long Beach. Boy, there's so much pressure on you, Michael, when you lose set number 1, and it's just so difficult if you get down 2 sets to none. And already at this point, this becomes a dangerous time for Irvine Valley, trailing by a set and now down 3. Maroki has to take a little off. A whistle and a net touch.
Well, he tried to reach behind him.
Now it's 8-4, and does Ryan Windisch think about a timeout?
Maroki reaching behind him, comes down into the net, yeah. Passed over, you see him underneath.
Gossett flying in from the back, and again it's long.
Timeout.
So a good job by the Vikings with no touch, and now Irvine Valley does burn a timeout. 9-4 Long Beach in set number 2. It's the 3C2A Men's Volleyball Championship from Fullerton here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Vikings on a run, they lead it by 5. Again, they'll go back to Gossett, and that one sent wide again. So Gossett having trouble keeping it in play, coming in from the back row. And Mike, I continue to believe that's a good adjustment by the Vikings and good discipline right now, making Gossett try and find the corner.
And Coach Windish is going to make Gossett kind of clear his head a little bit on the bench. He's going to bring in Luke Davis. That's a good move. See the body language here for IVC, reminiscent of what we saw on Thursday from El Camino. Looks a little defeated.
Won by Long Beach. The run continues. I believe this is 8 in a row for Long Beach.
Anima ready for it.
I know it's an 8-1 run. I believe we were tied at 3.
Yeah.
Wilson will try the other side. Tafuga, too strong on the set, and Anima sends it over. In the middle, Maroki finds open floor. That breaks the run, but the Lasers with a mountain to climb, trailing at 11-5.
Game of Thrones reference? Be very apt this weekend.
And all month long for all of our coverage, I think. 11-5. Wise on serve. Handled by Wong. Anima able to take a little off. Just past a diving Red Ramos, and it's 12-5.
Again from Anima, placement versus power. And he finds the hard word, another
he takes a little something off there, but he was still about 5 feet in the air, I think, when he did. Good pass from Carroll, and they'll go back to Carroll. Lozada can't come up with it, 12-6.
Lozada's right there, but he takes one in the chops.
Well, the Lasers still looking for an attack where they can sustain some success here. They've tried just about everybody.
Lozada just needs to keep his base. He was perfectly positioned.
Still looking for that hot hand. Good pass, and the slide from Hernandez off of Maroki. Took that one in the chops. And for Hernandez, maybe a bit of sweet redemption. This match started with an effort to send Hernandez on the slide. That one didn't work, but they go back to it here, and you get a great look at it. And Maroki in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Indeed.
Back to a 7-point lead. Rocha floats it over. They'll go back to Carroll. Tools to block.
Well, Carroll's, he's been the hot hand, and I think you have to go to the well a little bit more often here if you're Irvine Valley. Gossett not in the game right now.
Couple of kills for Carroll in this set, and I agree, Michael. He's had the most sustained success.
And the problem right now is, IVC, they're just not focused. They're down by 7. They're going against a juggernaut of a team led by probably the player of the year in the 3C2A and Kyle Anima.
Ramos just able to handle that one, and Carroll rolls it over. Batista, another kill. And Mike, this is starting to look like Thursday night, the El Camino Long Beach matchup, where the Vikings seem completely comfortable, both offensively and defensively, and another timeout taken.
You got a team that's comfortable offensively and defensively, and you have a team that looks deflated after that 8-1 run that we saw earlier from Long Beach.
In set number 2, Long Beach leading 1-0. Anima will serve. Wise can't corral it.
They've done a pretty good job of containing the serve up to that point. We'll have a pretty good look of it here. Look at the fastball on this one. Man.
And Wise playing a larger role in this one. An earlier injury to Declan Holder. He hasn't returned since early in set number 1. Better pass that time for the Lasers. And Carroll again fires long. And the Vikings right now doing a good job with the no touch.
You see Hernandez there. He goes wide with the hands. And he basically allows the window because I think they've gotten wise to what Sean Carroll wants to do. That one into the net.
17-8.
I got a shout out for Kyler Tafuga. Some family Cohen-Murdoch watching from Ohio. Thank you for joining us.
All the way from Ohio. God bless the internet. The serve long. Long Beach out to a double-digit lead once again at 18-8. Well, it was a little bit back and forth in set number 1, also on Thursday night the same way, but the Vikings appear to be grabbing hold of this one and not letting go. Ramos with some trouble on the pass. They have to settle for a bump set. Here come the Vikings. Batista off the block. It hangs, and Ramos has the dig. There's net contact. The back row attack from Carroll. This will go to Long Beach. Was
Carroll on the 10-foot line?
That might be the call. Back to live action in a joust ball. And Davis right there. And you know, Mike, I get the feeling that joust balls in volleyball, a little bit like loose balls in basketball, they can be a little bit telling. And right now the Vikings are winning all the joust balls.
They're winning all of them, but it's a result of poor passing here from Irvine Valley.
Ramos with a solid pass. They go to Belsby. Anima unable to come up with the dig, and it's 20-9.
No problems that time, and that's where the offense has to come from. It's got to come from the middles first. We saw that a lot versus OCC, that really opened things up outside for Gossett. Gossett not in right now, and haven't seen him for a while. I wonder if you see him come back third set.
It's a strong middle attack with Maroki and Belsby.
Belsby comes off. Maroki back into the front row.
Ramos will serve. Good serve, but it's dug out nicely by Anima, setting up Davis with the kill.
Let's watch this beauty right here. Keep it here, Emery. This is an unbelievable point. Look at the up there from Anima, the set from Rocha, and Davis with the hammer.
Boy, you can't do it much better than that. How about that? From pass to set to kill. Again, they go to the middle, and this time Maroki hammers it down.
It's easy money. Too little, too late here in set 1. I mean, Long Beach only 4 points away from from taking a 2-0 lead in sets, but you got to put some money in the bank here for IVC. You have to find something that works and have that solid play leak into set 3. Oh. There we go.
Kept alive.
And Stoy, IVC does everything right there. They take a big ball, a big hit there from Miller Davis. Ramos digs it out. It's upped by Maroki, but then you have Carroll and Luke Davis
yep.
kind of miscommunicate on the hit, and the ball drops down. And you got to lock in.
Been that kind of a night so far for Irvine Valley. The serve just wide. And that'll get it back for Wise. 22-11, the Vikings closing in on a 2-set-to-none lead in the 3C2A Men's Volleyball Championship match here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Anima. And boy, there's not much of a block there, and Anima pick his target, and he doesn't miss.
The block's not there. You see the action with Davis. Davis had been so good up to that point, leading to that point right there, and then it makes you forget about Anima. Oh, the player of the year in the Western State, co-player.
Lozada into the net with the serve, 23-12. And Michael in set number 2 here, barring something incredibly dramatic. It's pretty much all but over, and you got to look ahead to set number 3, and can the Lasers find something? And Maroki with the service error.
24-12 now.
Batista will check in for the Vikings. Rocha will serve. Carroll has that one blocked, but wide.
No, blocked.
Oh.
It was off of Carroll, off of the block, and the point goes to Long Beach.
Yeah, it's saying that Carroll.
We're going to have a pretty good look at this here. We'll see the
IVC
replay.
Not sure about the call, but the Vikings are moving over. The call's been made. It's 25-12.
It hits Carroll right there.
Tell.
I don't know if we can see it on the camera on the net. So we'll slow it down. Look at Batista getting right there. It missed Carroll.
I'm not sure what the call was there.
I wonder if we can see it miss Carroll. It misses Carroll because Hernandez comes over trying to deflect it off of the head of Carroll.
Yeah, Carroll, I think, unless he, he's got a.
Unless it hit the hair.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good quaff up there. It might have just caught a few of those hairs. Problem that waved bye-bye to us a long time ago. Set number 2 in the books, 25-12. Long Beach in control, 2-0. They will come back and try to close it out in set number 3.
The route is on here from Fullerton. Long Beach in control, taking set 2, 25-12. Story.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say on a performance like that? But it's a carryover from Thursday, and that's the ultimate question in a short tournament situation like this. Both teams played so well on Thursday. It's ultimately going to come down to which team can bring that again on Saturday, and it's the Vikings who've really picked up right where they left off, especially there in set number 2. Just offense and defense, and I think this weekend it's been the Viking defense that I think has really taken teams out of what they want to do. First El Camino and now Irvine Valley, and you're seeing a little bit of that deflation that you were talking about. Yeah. The Lasers really right now just struggling to find anything that works, and it's hard to keep the intensity up when nothing you're doing offensively is working.
And right now it's a situation of next man up. Max Wise into the ball game right now. Declan Holder went off with what looked to be either an ankle or a knee injury. Don't have any particulars on that, but have not seen him since that injury. We wish him well, obviously, but right now, IVC looking to find a grasp of things, and it's slipping away here early, down 2-0. Margin for error very thin.
Yeah, I think if you're Irvine Valley here in set number 3, you got to start with an attack from the middle. I think Belsby and Maroki, that's where they've had some success. So far here tonight, the little success that they've had, unfortunately, for Irvine Valley. But I think you start from there. But one thing I think we agree on, you got to get off to a good start. I think you can't get yourself into a hole again and think that you're going to be able to pick it up against a team this good. So I think the Lasers switch it up one more time and try to get off to a good start and go from there.
Agreed.
Meanwhile, I suppose if you're Long Beach City College, I guess what's working? I don't know what you tell your team if you're Jonathan Charette other than keep it up, boys.
Yeah, I think that's it. Hey, guys, team meeting. Keep it up. See ya. Get some water. Another shout out on the chat here. Chuck Livingston watching Kyler Tafunga. We were corrected by Kiyomi Kwok. Family watching out in Cyprus.
Yeah, appreciate that. Always try to get the names right if we can, and that's always I think goal number 1 here is we'd like to get all the names right if we can. And so, got one more set here.
Jeff,
got it now. Tafunga.
Tafunga. We have a little action going on in the chat here, and it's concerning. Players wanting to play at the 4-year level. One of the reasons why we do what we do is to help matriculate players and get them to the 4-year level. Let's expand the recruiting radiuses. You have any family, you have any friends, you have any coaches that haven't seen your kid, give them the link. You can get it online. Go to the YouTube app. You can watch this on anything that has a YouTube app. So you got a smartphone, you got a tablet PC, you got an Apple TV, SoCal College Sports 1. Share the link, get it out. Have them watch the broadcast because, you never know who's watching.
And it's worth noting that this isn't just live. Obviously, going through YouTube, the link remains, and it's there as long as YouTube is there. So you can watch the game later.
Gossett into the game after being taken out in set 2, puts one into the net to start set 3. Long Beach is set away from the 2019 championship. Last one, I believe, in 2016.
You are right, Michael. Jonathan Charette looking for his 3rd championship.
Now a little tight on the net, block back over. Back set, Batista, the lefty, through the block and down on the IVC side.
Batista does something interesting. He always seems to come from well outside the line. He's very comfortable there. And I wonder to what degree that's somewhat hard to prepare for. He doesn't really vary what he does, but he does come at you from a bit of a strange angle, really well outside the line.
That's exactly it. And talking with Dick Blunt, coach for El Camino, having the lefty and going to it, that's been a problem.
Oh, great up. Rocha keeps it alive. From the back row, and it's just wide from Carroll. And if you're the Vikings, this is exactly what you're dialing up here for set number 3. They're in control and they're off to a fast start. They've grabbed a quick 3-0 lead. one of the longer points of the entire match, and the Viking defense on display again. The Lasers with a couple of opportunities, but can't seem to find the floor. Gossett flying in from the back row. Davis is down, but he keeps it alive. Anima, a little something off of it. A diving Ramos can't come up with it, and it's 4-0 now. The Vikings on a major roll. Rocha continues on serve. Back set, Gossett. Davis keeps it alive. Bump set, and Anima rolls it over. In the middle, Maroki has that one sent back. Gossett able to just keep it alive. Trouble on the dig, leaves a sitter for Wise, who puts it away. Check that, I believe that was Maroki that ultimately got the kill, 4-1. And now it's Wise who will serve. A great job on the pass by Davis, and Anima catches the line. The side out gives it back to Long Beach, 5-1 Vikings here in set number 3. Anima will serve. Handled nicely by Ramos. Carroll has that one blocked, but point to Irvine Valley. Ball lands just wide, 5-2. Funga. And the dink, what a great effort by Gossett. Keeps it alive, Batista. Hammers it down. Batista so efficient. Another kill, and now Batista up to 7 kills in the match. Swing it across. Batista, another joust ball, another ball won by Long Beach. Vikings widen the lead. It's now 5 at 7-2. See Batista just catching the line. The serve by Tafunga into the net. Wilson will serve. Lasers looking for a run. Just long. Well, the service errors haven't been quite the issue that they were on Thursday night for Irvine Valley tonight, but there have been a few. And you couple that with the difficulty sustaining any real success on serve, and Irvine Valley has dug themselves a hole. A little strong on the pass. Belsby has to just send it over, but finds an open spot. Great adjustment by Tristan Belsby. In the air, 8-4. Wong with a terrific pass, and Davis able to rip that one through the block. 9-4 lead. Now Miller Davis will serve. Wise with some trouble on the pass. Now the Lasers just have to roll this one over. Another setter dump, and Rocha again catching the Lasers off guard. Ramos with a terrific effort, but unable to get that one off the floor. 10-4. Better pass from Wise. Back set looking for Gossett. Off the block. But right now the Lasers trading points if they're lucky. Ramos will serve. And into the net. Hernandez returns. Kyle Anima. No, Anima's going to stay on. So Lozada will serve. Wise. That one off of Wong, but kept alive. Lasers scrambling. Here come the Vikings on the attack again. Hernandez. And that one dug out once more. Anima. That one sent back. Anima one more time. Blocked again. Anima straight up. Wise. And Wilson will bump it over, but long. That's a sensational effort by both teams. But again, something of a microcosm of the night. I mean, both teams just putting out sensational effort. See the Lasers in a continual scramble. But the Vikings with an answer each and every time and ultimately get the error. They lead it 12-5 now in set number 3. It's the 3C2A Men's Volleyball Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Loose and happy Viking huddle. You can see from our vantage point, and why not? Up 2-0 and leading 12-5 in set number 3. Here come the Lasers. Wise, not sure that one got over the tape. The point goes to the Vikings, and now they lead it 13-5.
All right, we got the net camera back.
Yeah, Mike on camera patrol here.
Well, I'm the only 6'10" person that can get up to the camera without a ladder.
It's true. Sometimes it's nice to be 5'5". Well, I can't even say 5'6" anymore.
Are you 5'5.5"?
I've been told many times by my lovely girlfriend Tanya that I'm not 5'6". That lie has gone away. (14-6). And Michael, it's turning into something of a coronation here tonight. Both teams came in off sensational efforts on Thursday night, but boy, it's been all Vikings, and more and more as this match goes on.
Yeah, IVC just really with not much of an adjustment, getting roofed over. I mean, they're just simply getting outmatched in every facet of the game. The setting's better, the hitting's better. You know, coming into this set, you have one team hitting about .05, and then you have Long Beach hitting almost .350. So, I mean, you look at the hitting numbers right there. The passing's been better from Long Beach City. IVC, he's going to run.
Well, when in doubt, they've gone to the middle with Maroki or Belsby, and it's at least been somewhat scattered success.
Yeah.
Going to that, the outside attack has been a real struggle for the Lasers all night. But when you have a team as talented as Long Beach and as well coached as the Vikings, obviously I think you have to chalk a lot of it up to just great play and great adjustments. So they're not making it easy on the Lasers. We can talk about the Lasers' struggles and what they're not getting done, but it's important to reiterate that that's about Long Beach and what the Vikings are doing here tonight.
It's by design. I think you're exactly right. Look, Long Beach, they have not strayed from what they did so successfully versus El Camino of taking the opposing team out of what they want to do by just playing lights out. Look at that serve there from Anima.
That's an unbelievable pass from Ramos just to handle that ball.
Batista blocked back over. Hernandez right there. Everybody locked in. Davis, good up by Batista. Hernandez catches everybody off guard.
Mike, you watch the feet for Long Beach defensively. The anticipation is terrific, and you see the reads of the ball coming off. I feel like they're just more ready defensively right now,
yeah.
And that's why you're seeing them make some of these digs off of good blocks and good attacks from Irvine Valley.
Anima. Overpass, joust ball, Hernandez, the winner. It's been an entire team effort. We talk and we sing the praises of Kyle Anima, but Batista, Hernandez, Miller, Davis, Rocha, everybody locked in. And 7 points away are the Vikings from a 2019 3C2A Men's Volleyball Championship. Back.
Anima will continue on serve.
He's been a busy man in that department. There goes the camera on the net. Nope. Still working.
Yeah, camera's a game day player.
Really is.
Listen, most of the time at 19-7, you would think that we're going to see a couple more people serve, but with Kyle Anima, he might roll this one out here.
He might.
Davis,
net violation on Wilson. 20-7. IVC getting steamrolled here in the final. You see the block on Carroll. Well, not the block, but the hands, and Rocha. Wilson with the violation. Anima. Another overpass, joust ball. Batista not the winner this time. Moroki gets it over. Batista with a swing. Gossett gets it up. Great reaction there from Wilson. Batista roofed but out.
Well, it's turning into a clinic for Long Beach City College. And again, defensively, terrific. You see that Anima able to dig that one out off the block and then ultimately get it to Batista.
Or you can just have Kyle Anima miss a serve.
Well, interesting that Anima elected to shake it up a little bit on the serve there. He'd been working more cross court, going after Wise in the back row. That time switches it up, goes after Carroll and fires one long.
Moroki will serve things up here. Long Beach 4 points away. Lasers trying to stay alive. Moroki doing his part, gets that serve over. Quick set in the middle. Hernandez not much on it. Bump set, Wise. Carroll far side, goes angle and scores.
Carroll just inside the line. Mike, I want to give a quick thank you. We'll have a little time to talk about some thank yous, but I just want to pass along a quick thank you to all 4 coaches this weekend who were very gracious in talking to us both before the match, but also agreeing to talk to us between sets, give us their insights between the sets. And we really appreciate the coaches that are very open to what we're doing here and taking the time. So I want to pass along a special thanks again, not just to Jonathan Charette and Ryan Windish tonight, but also going back to Dick Blunt and Travis Turner, who also very gracious back on Thursday night as well.
Well, they're very familiar faces up here at the championships. It's like the Quoten Rounders, right? Why do you think you see the same guys at the final table every year?
What are they?
It's a skill game.
What are they? The 4 luckiest coaches in volleyball?
No, just well-oiled machines with the programs where we talk about Irvine Valley, Long Beach, Orange Coast, El Camino.
Yep.
Santa Monica seems to have some. They're up here every now and then. We saw them win it in San Diego a couple years ago. That was one of the times where El Camino was in the final.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Josh Riblet, Nordell, Caesar Medina on that team. Scary when I come up with those names.
Right, yeah.
Maroki gets that one in. Davis with the crush.
That's incredible transition. That was a little trouble on the pass, but a great job by Rocha coming back and setting up Davis.
Josh Nils played on the team here for Long Beach City. One of the highest verts I've seen. I think Miller Davis is right there. I'd like to see a vert off, if you will.
There we
go.
That
one comes into the broadcast cockpit, hits one of the monitors. And IVC finally into double digits here in set 3.
We are still getting picture.
We'd like to report. Very important for us. Wilson gets it over. Davis looking for the hardwood. That one put up. Wise, better be lucky than good as Wise keeps it alive. And it rolls over the tape.
It was a tremendous up by Wilson, and then an even better one from Wise.
Look at that. That's just incredible effort from Max.
That's an incredible compliment for Irvine Valley. Down 22 to 10 here, and still absolutely laying out and getting after it.
That's a credit to that program. Davis looking to take a little bit off of it. Carroll, it hits him coming back. Ramos reads it, gets it up. Free ball coming, though. These are dangerous. Batista!
I don't know what the adjustment is for Uriel Batista.
The adjustment.
But we haven't seen it this weekend.
I wonder if the adjustment is prayer. Just hoping he hits that one out. But, man, Batista's got an absolute rifle.
And incredible control. You see Belsby moving over there, but Batista able to fire it right in between the double.
Anthony Wong, freshman. Quick set in the middle. Belsby. Davis, another kill for the sophomore from Valley Christian. Long Beach championship point. Outside, Gossett scores.
Well, that's the one that Gossett and the Lasers have been looking for all night. And Gossett finds open floor, but that has been few and far between.
Carroll has to go on the run of ages here. Long Beach 1 point away. Carroll into the net, and that will do it. Your champion in the 3C2A for 2019, the Long Beach City College Vikings. Well, so there were no shortage of heroes on the Long Beach side, but the hero of them all likely going to be Kyle Onema.
Yeah, just had a shot of him there, just leaving your screen. But, yeah, I mean, you can't get a performance this good from a team over 6 sets in 2 nights without a number of guys playing outstanding. But yeah, certainly it starts with Anima. And again, you can talk about the crush balls and his ability offensively, but it's the versatility that really strikes you about his game. He's an exceptional talent, but again, I go back to the point of in the semifinals, 6 players that attack at 3.94 or higher.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible in terms of versatility. We mentioned a lot of guys this weekend, so it was certainly a team victory. How could it be anything else when you play at that level?
And you're exactly right. You know, it's Kyle Anima leading the way, spearheading the attack for the Vikings throughout the weekend. We talked about his brother Brett having played on the 2012 Long Beach City College Men's Volleyball Championship team, went on to play at Concordia. And now his brother, his little brother, a champion here in 2019. Step away for a couple moments, bring back the award ceremony. Don't go anywhere, folks. Long Beach City, your champion here in 2019. A 3-0 sweep over the 4-seed Irvine Valley, who dispatched previous unbeaten Orange Coast on Thursday in the semis. But Long Beach just too good here on Championship Saturday. And Jeff, an amazing performance, led of course again by Cal Anima, hitting .480 for the evening as a team. The Long Beach City College Vikings hitting over .400, .421 on the night. IVC hitting less than 100. It was a tall task after they fell behind by 2 sets to really come out. And again, Long Beach really just jumped all over them in set 3, and that was a good night.
Yeah, obviously with Long Beach, I think it was the versatility, their ability to attack in a variety of ways. You start with a guy like Anima, but then you have the success with guys like Batista and Davis, Hernandez in the middle. And it's just a very tall order to beat a talented team playing incredibly well.
We hope to be joined by Kyle Anima shortly. We're going to step away momentarily. We'll keep some of the audio up here in the arena here at the Hornets' Nest. Again, your 2019 3C2A men's volleyball champion, Long Beach City College Vikings. Stay tuned. Joined by 2019 champion for Long Beach City College and the tournament MVP, Kyle Onema. Kyle, unbelievable performance, not only this year, but particularly this weekend, really leading the way, but had a lot of help. And, well, Uriel Batista was lights out along with Miller Davis and your setter, Joseph Rocha.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, first of all. Yeah, everyone played incredible this week. It was a fun tournament to be a part of. Coming as a freshman this year, I was new to it, so I wasn't expecting, or I was expecting a lot, and I think everyone on my team rose to the occasion.
Well, you had a bit of a legacy to live up to. Your brother Brett played, was a state champion 2012, goes on to play at Concordia, and obviously volleyball in the blood.
He started everything with volleyball, and just started with the family, and I loved watching him play, and I hope he got the chance to watch me play.
Well, hopefully he did. We're hoping for that too.
We're trying to up our numbers as much as possible.
Back on Thursday, you had a phenomenal run on serve. It was a 13-point run on serve that really kind of keyed you guys. You were already leading it, and once I believe it was in the second set, but you guys really took off from there and just never let go. But can you talk about, first of all, what that does for a team? It seemed like it really deflated El Camino, and a run like that, how does that impact a team and impact a game?
Yeah, I think momentum is everything in this game, and I remember hearing you guys say on Thursday night, because I watched it over again. Momentum's everything. Like you said, it's a game of runs, and if you can get the most runs, if you can get the most momentum, and have your team play well, like great defense, like we did, I think it works like that. And it's tough, I know, in service eve when one guy's just going off from the service line, and I give props to that team too. They're an incredible team, and I think that we found our rhythm right there.
Yeah, you established your rhythm pretty early on, and you didn't have the greatest of first sets. I think they were keying in on you. They had made an adjustment, and then in set number 2, you really make the adjustment. You take a little bit off of some of the kills, and really it was placement versus power, and it really seemed to fit your game.
Yeah, I saw that they had a great block. Number 21, I don't know his name. He's a fantastic blocker.
Maroki.
Maroki didn't really give me anything to work with, so I had to find some ways around him. So like I said, I took some power off and found the court a little bit.
This program at Long Beach is one that's had so much success for so long. At this level, and I know that you come here and you get to work with a coach like Jonathan Charette and the coaching staff. Can you talk about what the experience has been like and what you've learned coming to a program that's had this kind of success and coaches like that?
Yeah. First of all, Jonathan Charette, fantastic coach, accompanied by Jason Kwok and our assistant, Remy Perrot. And I think they established from the beginning of the year that we're just going to work hard. And no matter what happens, no matter what kind of guys we have, because if you look at us at the beginning of the year, we weren't the most athletic. Like, if you compare our last year's beginning of the year team to this year's beginning of the team, there's no comparison. Last year's is so much raw talent. And I think together this year, we came together and we realized that we're not going to do anything by ourselves. Like, we have to do this as a team, and that's exactly what we did. We built together as a team, and we bonded, and we found every opportunity to hang out with each other and just be with each other. And I think that really helped us out on the court and really gain our momentum there at the end.
Long Beach, Jeff, you brought up, such a storied program, a lot of success. They came into last year's Final Four undefeated and got smoked by LA Pierce. And LA Pierce, to be fair, a team that started off 4-6 on the season, on paper did not look as good, but that's a team that was beset by injury earlier in the year, and then they gelled together, got hot at the right time. Did you hear anything early in the year in terms of the approach being a little bit different, trying to make that adjustment to kind of give you guys a little bit more of a chance in the long game?
Yeah, so if you look at our beginning of the season as well, we had some different guys playing different positions. For example, Daniel Lozada was playing opposite to start the year. Kyler Tafungo was playing outside and opposite and setter. He played everything this year for us. And I think everyone just really found their role in this team. And that's what really helped us a lot. Everyone found their role, and they were comfortable with it, and they had no complaints. And that was the best part about this season. There was nobody complaining. Everybody just come in the gym and work hard.
Well, we happen to know that you have a lot of family that's watching.
We talked about it earlier.
They have talked to us. Is there anything that you want to say? We've got a lot of people watching back in Ripon, and
Yeah.
Very proud of you, obviously, for on a big night.
Yeah. Thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me. I feel it. I know you guys aren't here, but I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys soon.
Any prospects at the 4-year level knocking on the door? After watching this, I'm sure they're probably battering the door.
Yeah.
Right now, Vanguard University is the top prospect.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta tease everybody here.
Yeah.
So well, you're only a freshman this year.
Yeah.
Probably going to see you next year, and we wish the best of luck to you.
Awesome.
Kyle, really appreciate your time, and good luck to you and your family.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Back in a moment with some final words here on SoCal College Sports. '19 in the books. Long Beach, your champion MVP, Kyle Anema. Terrific young man. Pleasure interviewing him there.
Yep.
And just what can you say? Just an unbelievable performance throughout the weekend and really on the season.
Yeah, and a big surprise that it was Kyle Anema that really nailed it about this team. We talked a lot about you can point to individual efforts and throw out superlatives that are certainly warranted, but in the end, this was a phenomenal team effort, and I think you really saw that this weekend. The way that they gelled and the way they played together was really what spelled the difference in such a dominating performance.
The end game, Avengers this weekend, the end game in the 3C2A for men's volleyball ends with Long Beach as your champion. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, Emery Johnson, John Gotti, the entire crew, Jeffrey, always great. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you in May come softball and baseball.